Elite football can continue in England under new lockdown restrictions. Could midfielder Harry Winks be on his way to Everton? Gedson Fernandes to return to Benfica. Jose Mourinho has stated that the Brentford game in the Carabao Cup semi-final is the most important game of his Tottenham career so far. And Spurs are against the idea of allowing Dele to leave this January transfer window. Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. Today is Monday the 4th of January. I'm going to go through all of the Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports from the last 24 hours. Also covering all of the January transfer updates as well. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. One result in the Premier League tonight, Southampton 1, Liverpool 0. Liverpool are still top of the Premier League. They have played 17 games. They have 33 points. Tottenham are still 4th in the Premier League. We have played 16. We have 29 points. We now have a game in hand over Liverpool. We win that game. We are only 1 point behind the champions. Former Tottenham striker Darren Bent has been talking to the Football Insider all about Tottenham and England midfielder Harry Winks, and he believes that it would benefit Harry Winks to move away from Tottenham Hotspur in the January transfer window. He said, I like Harry, I think technically he's a very, very good player and he's got a lot to offer, but at the same time we know how Jose Mourinho likes to play. If you look at his older teams, for instance, they all have big, powerful guys, and this team is built using the same kind of DNA. At some stage, he will, for his own benefit, have to go out and play football somewhere else. Just because I think he's too good of a player to sit there, collect his money and not play. I don't think he will want that either. I expect him to move on, go somewhere and play some games, wherever that may be. I've heard he could join Everton, but I think it comes down to whether he feels more comfortable. A report out earlier today from Sky Sports, and they are stating that the FA will not charge any player for breaking coronavirus rules over the festive period. A number of Premier League players, including Manchester City's Benjamin Mendy, Tottenham trio Eric Lamela, Giovanni Lo Celso and Sergio Reguilon, and West Ham midfielder Manuel Lanzini, were reminded of their responsibilities concerning coronavirus protocols after breaching the rules over the festive period. The governing body insists protocols and compliance are determined by the respective rules of the leagues, so any breaches would fall under their jurisdiction. The PFA are in dialogue with the Premier League in regard to player protocols surrounding coronavirus. The Premier League did write to clubs before Christmas, highlighting the need to be vigilant and stressing that testing would be increased to twice a week given the new strain of coronavirus. However, the Premier League's guidelines relate to behaviour at training grounds and stadiums rather than how players conduct themselves in their spare time. The government believes everyone should be taking responsibility to keep the infection rate down, including footballers. Prime Minister Boris Johnson made an announcement earlier on this evening. This is a report on the BBC Sport website. Professional sport in England can continue behind closed doors despite a new national lockdown announced by Prime Minister Boris Johnson. It means Premier League football and elite leagues in other sports are allowed to carry on. The report then states that the Carabao Cup semi-finals are being played on Tuesday and Wednesday, while the FA Cup third round, which has 32 fixtures spanning 4 days, starts on Friday. There are also several Women's Super League, English Football League and National League games set to take place, as well as English Premiership and Premier 15's Rugby Union matches, plus the Masters snooker event in Milton Keynes. Earlier today, Rochdale Chief Executive David Bottomley said he believes it is inevitable that the EFL will have to temporarily suspend fixtures because of rising coronavirus cases. 7 of last Saturday's EFL games and 52 across the season have been called off as teams have been affected by the virus. 4 Premier League matches have also been postponed this season because of COVID-19 cases. Tomorrow night at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Spurs take on Brentford in the Carabao Cup semi-final. It is only one leg. This report on Sky Sports are stating that teams contesting in this season's Carabao Cup semi-finals and final will now be allowed to make 5 subs per game. The English Football League has confirmed. Up to the last 4 stage, regulations had been kept in line with the Premier League, with the substitution limit at 3. It then states that coaches will be limited to 3 opportunities to use their 5 subs during the 90 minutes. However, if a Carabao Cup match was to go into extra time, 1 additional opportunity to use up to 5 changes would be permitted. Please do put your score predictions in the comment section below, and also your predicted lineup as well, how you think Jose Mourinho will line up against Brentford tomorrow night at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The match officials have been confirmed. Referee Mike Dean will take charge of the game. Assistant referees are Ian Hussin and Daniel Rabathan. The 4th official is Lee Mason, and the video assistant referee is Peter Banks. A report was published earlier today on the Sky Sports website, and it states that Jamie Carragher has stepped in to sponsor Marine Football Club for their FA Cup tie with Tottenham on Sunday. The Sky Sports pundit, who has been a regular visitor to Marine over recent seasons, will sponsor the club's dugouts and pre-match warm-up tops through his charity, the JC23 Foundation, after a previous sponsor pulled out at short notice. A report out today from the Evening Standard, and they are stating that Benfica are expected to recall on loan Gedson Fernandes from Tottenham this month, but the midfielder is hoping to make his 2nd appearance of the season this week. Having been left out of Spurs' Europa League squad, Gedson has been limited to just over an hour of game time this term in the Carabao Cup 4th round win over Chelsea in September. Benfica are planning to exercise their option to end his 18-month loan early during the transfer window. However, the 21-year-old could still feature again for Spurs before returning to Portugal, with Jose Mourinho's side set to face Championship outfit Brentford in the Carabao Cup semi-final on Tuesday, before a visit to 8th tier Marine in the FA Cup 3rd round at the weekend. The match against the Merseyside Minnows would be the perfect opportunity for Gedson's farewell appearance, with Jose Mourinho expected to heavily rotate his squad. Gedson made 12 appearances last season, largely from the bench, and wants regular first-team football. Now, please do let me know in the comment section below, what have you made of Gedson Fernandes' time at Tottenham? Earlier today, Tottenham head coach Jose Mourinho had his press conference ahead of the Brentford game on Tuesday night in the Carabao Cup semi-final. He was asked by journalists, is this his biggest game as the Tottenham Hotspur boss so far? Jose Mourinho said, yes, I think so. It is the most important. In the perspective of the club chasing silverware for many years, I would say so. In the last couple of months, there has been so much media speculation about the possibility of Spurs selling Dele in the January transfer window. A report has come out today from the Guardian newspaper, and they are stating that Spurs are reluctant to sanction a move for Dele in January. The 24-year-old midfielder is frustrated at his lack of playing time, and his representatives are exploring the possibility of finding a fresh challenge for him. He has been linked with a move to Paris Saint-Germain, and especially so after Mauricio Pochettino's arrival there as manager. Spurs question whether there would be a market to sell Dele Alli this month. In other words, if an interested club would pay a premium for a player who is battling to recover his top level, while they are not inclined to loan him for fear of reducing their options for the second half of the season. Jose Mourinho has lost one of his midfielders, Giovanni Lo Celso, to a hamstring injury that stands to sideline him for most of the month, and the manager knows he will need to use all of his squad as the matches are coming thick and fast in 4 competitions. With Giovanni Lo Celso out, Jose Mourinho started Dele Alli in the Carabao Cup quarter-final win at Stoke on the 23rd of December, while it was understood that he also named him in the team to face Fulham in the Premier League last Wednesday, only for the game to be postponed 3 hours before kick-off. It would have been Dele Alli's first league start since the opening weekend in the defeat against Everton, and annoyingly for him, Jose Mourinho then selected Harry Winks over him in Saturday's win against Leeds United. Dele Alli's hopes of a move this month would appear to rest on the club signing a replacement midfielder on favourable terms. They could take back Christian Eriksen on loan from Inter Milan, but it would be a difficult deal to structure. The report then states that Jose Mourinho has said that he does not expect to add to the squad this month as coronavirus impacts heavily on revenues, and on the back of a surprisingly large transfer spend over the summer. It then finishes with Dele Alli is under contract until June 2024. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do put all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything that I've spoken about in today's video. Also put your score predictions for the Brentford game in the comment section below as well. Let's hope and fingers crossed that Tottenham can get in that final, which of course will be played at Wembley Stadium in April. If you don't subscribe to the channel already, please do hit that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next video. Remember, the trophies are coming. Come on, you Spurs.